Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the JuicyBulletCast. I'm here with Bullet as usual, and with a special guest, Bibbs over here. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Hey there, hope everyone's well.
Sorry, I just missed my mouth with my tea jug.
Sounds like you.
It is a me problem. I filled my cup with water, so I don't have a cup for my tea, so I'm just drinking it straight out the jug. Anyway, I didn't actually have anything planned. We've just been talking about food.
Do we ever have anything planned for these?
No. No, we don't. But I figured, food would probably be a good one. We all cook. We all like food.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I was having a pretty good conversation with Bibbs about a bunch of food that we've been cooking and strange things that we've eaten. Just making some people disgusted in the Discord.
I was gonna say, once you've had Nutria, any kind of oyster ain't that bad.
Hey, actually, I thought I went for a very long time thinking Rocky Mountain oysters would be absolutely disgusting. Turns out they're actually pretty good.
I believe it.
I had that and cow's tongue.
Cow's tongue is good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And it was actually really good. We made tacos out of it.
You know what's also really good that I haven't been able to find down here recently, but oxtail.
Never had that.
It's really good. It's very tender.
I use it in soups.
In soups. Okay.
Great collagen production for thickening.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I've worked as a chef at a resort, but that was in Minnesota, so we didn't use a lot of what Northerners would call exotic stuff. Yeah, I think maybe the most exotic thing we had on there was duck, and that's not exotic at all.
Oxtail is definitely one of those southerner / midlander type deals.
Okay. Yeah, I've never had it. But there's a lot of things I haven't had that people keep telling me is delicious. Like, you keep telling me Gator's delicious.
Gator's absolutely delicious.
I haven't had Gator.
Gator's amazing. You're missing out. You should feel bad about your life choices.
I do feel bad about it. I want some.
If I can get Juicy to if I can get him to fly down here for a few days, that's one of the things he's gonna try is Gator.
I mean, right now I'm living in Washington State, so we don't exactly have Gator. I am moving to Texas though soon, so I'll be down in the Southlands, where I'm closer to a place that would actually have Gator.
This is also true.
Seattle has all the food.
It's everywhere in Florida.
Well, to be fair, gators are everywhere in Florida.
You're not wrong.
They had to come up with something to do with them. I'm just like, wonder if we can eat that.
Most gator meat is eaten fried down here.
Sad.
Okay, so fried gators. Do you do anything special to fry it, or is it basically just the same way you would fry most
Same way
other?
Same way you would fry a fish.
Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Best served on a stick.
Okay.
And so, not trying to be funny, and Bibbs can attest to this, but essentially, eating gator, it's It's like eating chicken, but it tastes like fish.
He's not wrong.
Okay.
It's got the consistency of chicken, but you would cook it. You would cook it like you would cook fish.
Huh. Okay. That sounds interesting. I definitely want to give it a go at some point, though. Because, like I say, one of my main philosophies in life is I'll try anything at least once. So especially if it's food.
That's honestly a dangerous philosophy to have.
Oh, it's a very dangerous philosophy. It's gotten me in trouble way more than once. Yeah, but especially when it comes to food. Like, if it's edible, I'll give it a go.
I know you wanna try my white chili when I finally get to meet you down in Texas.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? You teach me how to make that, I teach you how to make gumbo. That's the deal.
That's right, we're allowed to cuss. Shit.
Yes, we're now 6 minutes into the video, so it's okay. It's okay now.
Well, it's okay, because I'm testing the algorithm. Last time I did it at 20 minutes. Time before that, I did it at like 14. Time before that, I did it at like 8.
Wow.
That's all I was speaking with.
I am testing my godly limits.
I don't know if I'd say godly.
But you say "God damn it" all the time when we're talking.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about you. That's the difference here. You're not exactly a god, sir. You contrary to your own belief.
No, I'm not that. I'm not that. We definitely know people. We definitely know people who think they are.
God, yeah, we do. I call myself a god all the time, but I actually have a really low self-esteem. So it's more for irony than anything else.
So I got the question of the day.
Oh, question of the day.
How to properly eat a Kitkat bar?
I have the answer.
For everyone to find out what Bib's answer is, go and click the link in his bio. Go click the link in the bio for that guy Bibs on TikTok, and while you're there, give him a follow.
Yes, do that.
Just as a little extra incentive, it does involve fire.
It does involve fire.
Shit, now I gotta go watch whatever this fucking video is you're talking about.
It's the video. It's the top video that he just recently posted.
Well, I will have to look at that after the podcast is over.
Works for me. Oh shit, yeah, and give me a follow too.
Yeah. Give both of these guys follows. I got both of their things up on the screen here. I will also have both of their links to their TikToks down in the description.
Even though I am a man of many names.
Yes. Dozens. Hundreds, even. And yeah, also don't forget, we do sometimes stream this live on my Twitch channel. So, the link to that will also be in the description. So you can catch us live when we do. Words are really difficult. I was thinking about getting a glass of water, but I'm also trying to shill my my content in my content. You know, contentception, I guess. Yeah, over at twitch.tv/JuicyJConfirmed. We stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Anyway.
Now you got me thinking about Inception and how horrible of a movie that was.
I've never seen it.
it's not that bad if you can completely suspend any and all disbelief that would ever pop into your mind.
Done.
I don't know. It's one of those movies that I don't know. It's one of those movies when you watch it the first time, it's good. It's different. It's new. But once you just like you've seen it multiple times, I'm just like, eh.
Give it about 3 years in between watches, and you'll be okay.
I shouldn't have to do that though for it to be a good movie though.
Did I say it was a good movie?
No, you didn't. You're good. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, to be fair, nowhere in there did I hear anyone say it was good.
There's a well, you know what? Maybe we should make that a movie review.
We'll add it to the list. We got a laundry list of movies we still have to do, so.
Anything good?
We've actually picked some. We've had some interesting picks so far.
Yeah.
The most popular, the one that's done the best as far as views go is Wrong Missy, which is on Netflix with David Spade.
It was so good. Such a funny movie.
I haven't seen it, but I like him.
It's a good movie. Yeah, that was probably the best movie we've watched
when Daniel
so far.
suggested it, wait, was it you that suggested it, or was it one we got in the comments? I don't remember.
It was one that we got in the comments, but I was saying that we should go ahead and watch it because it was the only comedy on the list.
And I heard David Spade, and I was like, all right, I'm in. Like, I don't even need to know more. Immediately in. Totally down for that.
The very first movie we did when we were first trying to figure out how to do movie reviews, it was The Platform.
It was actually a pretty good movie.
The movie review was as long as the movie itself.
But it's a good movie.
It is a pretty good movie, actually. I very thoroughly enjoyed it.
There was so much to unpack in that.
God, yes. Oh, I honestly would like to see a review of that movie that isn't as long as the movie. I would like to know if it's possible to do it much shorter. Because I felt like we were moving at a pretty good pace for most of that review, and it took us a while.
I had 6 pages worth of notes.
Yeah, I had 3. Oh, it was a good movie.
If you want to watch a mind fuck of a movie, it's like, and the thing is, like, it's literally like messing with your brain throughout the entire movie. But you know, if you really like get the meanings at the end of the movie, you're just like literally sitting in a dark room for 20 minutes, contemplating the ending.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Which other ones did we do? We did Circle.
Yeah, we did Circle. We did. I can't remember the name of the movie, but we did that one with the bombs on the vest.
Yeah, that was Circle.
No, that wasn't Circle. That was.
Circle that was the alien thing.
Yeah, Circle was the alien thing. The bombs.
Fuck, man. I actually completely forgot about that movie until right now.
It wasn't the best one.
It wasn't the best, but it wasn't horrible. I think we gave it a fairly good rating.
I think we did too.
But it couldn't have been all that good if I completely forgot about it.
You completely forgot about it, and I forgot the name.
Now y'all got me wanting to watch Dreamweaver. Same shit, different day.
What's that one?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's an older movie. Stephen King, I believe it was, who wrote it.
Okay, well, I like Stephen King.
I know what movie you're talking about. That's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should Google it.
That's the thing, though. That's the whole point of...
More about it now.
That's the whole point of the Juicy Bullet movie reviews, is because he doesn't really watch movies like that. And so, at first, it was literally just a list of things that I've watched that he hasn't watched.
Did you say it was called Dreamweaver?
Dreamcatcher, maybe?
Oh, I read the book.
You didn't recognize Same Shit, Different Day?
Yeah. Okay, so I know the book. So I haven't seen the film, though. I didn't even know they adapted that one into film.
Okay, so I actually have a list of all the movie reviews that we have done.
Do we actually have a physical copy of a list of movies we still have yet to do? Because I keep saying we're going to add it to the list, but then I never actually write anything down.
I usually jot it down in my notebook.
Okay, cool.
I mean, technically, we have recordings of the podcasts.
This is true. We could always just go back and look at the tapes, but there's a lot of footage to comb through.
So our first review was The Platform, which the review was an hour long. Then we did Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right. Forgot we did that one.
Well, that literally only took like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we did Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare Before Christmas and Circle, I had already watched these movies before he did. Which is when we did the wrong Missy. Was really fun. Apparently, Triggered was the name of
I was thinking Shattered, but I knew that was wrong.
And then the last one we did recently was Boss Level, which I was actually fairly.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised by that film. So, for anybody who hasn't watched that one I would definitely recommend you go check out, because it's pretty good. It's called Boss Level. I believe it's on Hulu, right? That's where it was? Yeah.
It's a 2021 film.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's action, comedy, and it actually makes you feel something, so it hits all the buttons. And a little bit of romance in there, too, just for funsies.
Now, have you thought about adding Tusk to this list of to watch?
I've never heard of it.
It's by, I forget his name, Kevin something, the same guy who did Clerks.
As in Tusk, as in Tusk?
Yep.
2014 film.
Tusk, yeah, okay. It's an hour and 42-minute long horror comedy. Brash and arrogant podcaster. Yeah. Gets for a new bargain for when he travels to Canada to interview a mysterious recluse. Has a rather disturbing fondness for walruses? Huh. We could definitely add it to the list.
Yeah, anything that's on either Hulu or Netflix is basic first priority.
Yes.
I will warn you, this involves body horror.
Oh, that's fine.
Man, that's fine. I mean, we watched The Platform.
And I went to school. I dual majored in criminology and psychology, and I interned with the NYPD for 6 months, I've seen some shit.
I got something that beats that. I've lost my fucking thermometer.
Oh no.
Oh, found it. Never mind.
Oh, praise be. Oh, losing a thermometer would be really bad.
Well, when I'm over here trying to fucking fry up some bread.
How's that going, by the way? Tell the people about your bread real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So we're making some cinnamon sugar fry bread. It's a dough you make and you fry it.
Sounds really good, though.
The problem with describing fry bread is there's so many recipes. You take 5 people, ask them who know how to make it, ask them, and you'll get 12 different recipes.
Yeah, because they make it a slightly different way.
So, Tusk is officially added to the list.
Nice. Okay.
We need to be on this. Whenever we decide to watch it, we just need to be on the same page. Because what I'll do is I'll give us Showtime for a month on my Hulu account.
Okay.
Because that's the only way we can watch it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Which, at that point, we'll just try. We'll whatever good Showtime movies we can find on Hulu for that month.
Yeah, we'll just spam out a few. We'll do mass reviews, basically. Record in bulk.
Basically, yeah.
While we have access. Works for me.
We need to do that Sean Connery movie.
Yeah, we still haven't done a fucking Sean Connery movie. It's been like almost a year since he died already, and we still haven't done a fucking Sean Connery movie.
Excuse the fuck out of me? He died?
Yeah. Did you not hear that?
Apparently not.
Yeah, he died a while ago now.
I was the first person to tell Juicy. I was shook when it happened.
I was too. And I went out to the living room and told my family.
That is almost as bad as fuck, I've forgotten his name.
Wow.
Dogma.
Basically, he died of old. He basically just died of old age, though.
He played in Dogma. Severus Snape.
Oh. I forget his name.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. That's the one. Yep. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, no, he died in 2020.
Yeah, we still need to do a Sean Connery movie. Did we ever decide which Sean Connery movie we're gonna do?
So here's the thing. I think it was going to be either Red October or something, or Extraordinary Gentleman, or something. But that's not the point. So here's the thing, right? So we need to upload. I don't know when we need to record it, but we need to upload the movie on October 31st, because that's the day he died on 2020.
Boom, done. It's a done deal. We'll make that happen. That means that we need to record it within the next few days, because that's in 5 days.
I know. We've done worse.
See, yes, we have. So we need to select a movie and record it quickly. Anyway, conversation in the English language, because it's the one we all speak. Riveting content. That's what you all come here for, right? God. I need to make gumbo again soon.
I need to make white chilies soon.
It's been a while. Make that shrimp kielbasa gumbo. It's one of the very few things that, like, Sean has never been excited to help me with anything. But every time I say I'm going to make gumbo, he just jumps into action to help me make it. And since he hates me, it's nice to every once in a while not have him hating me. So that's nice. I also need to make my meatballs again. It's been a while since I made any Juicy Lucy meatballs.
What kind of meatballs?
Okay, so they're meatballs that I don't know if you know about the Juicy Lucy. It's a burger that originates. It's sold in a little diner in Minnesota. It's 2 hamburger patties that are cooked into each other with cheese in between them. So like when you cook it, the cheese starts the cheese melts obviously, but then it slowly starts leaking out of the sides of the burger, and it's delicious. So I started making Juicy Lucy meatballs, where I make meatballs with a chunk of cheese in the middle of it, and then I put when they're done, I cover it in marinara and then top it with some Gouda. And I sold it as an appetizer at the resort that I worked at, and it was our top-selling appetizer. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that sounds amazing.
They are amazing. So, yeah, I am pretty sure I'm the only person on the planet who remembers the recipe. I gave the recipe to my now ex-girlfriend ages ago when I left the resort so that she could make them and they could keep them at the resort. But then she stopped working at the resort, so I'm presuming eventually that information left her brain. So I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the world who still has the knowledge of how to make those meatballs. So, yeah, I make them every once in a while, but I haven't done it in a while. So, I really need to do that. Yeah. I normally make them on, like, big holidays, because it's just a quick, easy thing that I can make and, contribute to the food pile.
And nobody believes it was easy.
And
I'm betting nobody believes it was easy.
Oh, no. No, of course not. Like, how much prep went into this? I'm like, they're meatballs. Little to none. The longest part of making these was the process of cooking it. I didn't... The whole process from start to oven only takes me about 10 minutes. Because, I also use my special blend of seasonings that I have not divulged to anyone except for the one person I taught years ago.
That's the agreement. He's going to teach me how to make Juicy Lucy meatballs, and I will teach him how to make my white chili.
Yes, and then we're both going to teach my dad how to grill, because my dad is useless in the kitchen.
I mean, don't you want to divulge that information to me, Hollow, and, just a couple of your biggest fans?
Maybe. Eventually, I'll let people know the recipe of my Juicy Lucy meatballs, but for now, I think that's something I'll keep close to the chest, I'll keep that card face down. I was
no trap card.
I was just gonna say in defense mode. we both thought Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know what? That's funny, because I'm going to use Black Hole.
No! God damn it, you and your goddamn board wipes. Son of a bitch.
Also,
played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a long
also
time.
when you use discard hand.
Oh man, not that would be a good moment to then use Monster Reborn.
Can't, because if you use Black Hole and then discard hand.
That's true. You gotta wait until your next turn, and hopefully you draw one.
Because with discard hand, you end up.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say discard
hand.
Yep. You better hope that Monster Reborn's in that. Because odds are, if you're doing a board wipe and wiping hands, there's probably something good in one of the graveyards.
But what if either Black Hole or discard hand got rid of your Monster Reborns?
Well, then you're shit out of luck, my friend. Why would you use discard hand if you had a Monster Reborn in your hand?
No, not your hand, but your enemy's hand.
Oh, well, fuck your enemy. Who gives a shit about that? You can't use a Monster Reborn to get another Monster Reborn. That wouldn't make any sense.
I'm just saying I use that technique to mess up my enemy.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's what it's for, right? You never do it when you actually have anything good on the board. That would be a bad decision. And on today's episodes of Poor Decision Making...
Unless you have Shadow Ghoul, because Shadow Ghoul gets stronger with every monster in the graveyard, so...
Facts. I used to have one of them. It was in every one of my decks that I ever built.
I never had that much dedication to one card.
I did. I have my favorites.
I used to have all the Egyptian God cards.
Me too.
And then I sold them.
Me too. Oh. I have an original Japanese holographic Celebi Pokemon card.
I'm not going to disclose how much money in this video that I'm going to be getting from selling my Pokemon cards, but I found my original Pokemon cards.
I got a bunch of them.
I'm talking about like original, like
yeah.
Apparently, the ones that I had were first edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I found someone that wants them.
Nice. Collectors will pay exorbitant amounts of money for things.
Yeah, no, this guy's riding from freaking Tennessee to come get them.
Wow. That's dedication.
He should be in he should be here in Gastonia tomorrow.
Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people say that, like, buying things like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards, comic books is a waste of money. But, in reality, it's actually an investment. Because all these things, as other people's copies are being destroyed, now it's becoming more and more rare, which means they're actually appreciating in value. Especially the comic books. That's why I buy... That's most of the reason I actually buy comic books these days.
You say that, I'm just going to throw out 2 words. Beanie Babies.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah. True. This is accurate information. Shit. But for some reason, that wasn't seen as weird or a waste of money. But no. If you're buying comic books, you're a nerd who's throwing his money away.
Now, the flip side is, don't buy them for an investment. Buy them because you like them. Have fun with them. If it turns into you made a boatload of money,
yeah,
great.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I do.
And you excuse it as an investment.
Yeah, I was buying comic books in bulk. I was buying them from a website where they would literally send you a box, because instead of number of issues sold, they sold it in weight. So I would buy a 10-pound box of comic books, and they don't sort the comic books. They literally just go and pull random comic books from the shelves, put them in a box, and then ship them to you. And they're a big warehouse for comic books. But apparently they don't sell those boxes anymore. Gee, I wonder why. 'Cause I've pulled a few comic books out of those boxes that are worth a lot of money. And they're all in very good condition. So, yeah, unfortunately they don't sell them in bulk like that anymore. But I bought quite a few before they stopped.
I remember you telling me about that when you started first buying them.
Yeah, and Cindy kept telling me it was a waste of money. And then I pulled the comic book out of the box. By the way, I paid $20 for the entire box of comic books. 10 pounds worth of comic books. And I pulled one. The top comic that I pulled out of the box was worth no less than $500. So she called it a waste of money. I called it an investment.
People said Bitcoin was a waste of money when it started.
Look at it now.
I was one of those people, if I'm to be completely honest. It's like, that won't work. I was a naysayer.
I mean, I was the same way with TikTok. I was like, I'm never going to get on TikTok. I'm not going to download the app.
Now here you are.
Now look at me, almost at 4,000 followers.
Oh, man.
Somebody shared a TikTok on my work Facebook page. I went and looked at it, happened across dark corruption, and said, you know what? I'm going to try this cosplay thing. And yeah.
And now here you are. Oh, man. It's crazy how those things work out, isn't it?
Yeah, and like it even got crazier after I got to meet freaking Ishness and TikTok Diablo. And Big Nasty.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of my sweet tea.
Y'all have that up in Washington State?
Oh, yeah. I drink copious amounts of sweet tea. I always say the only two things in life I need are blueberry muffins and sweet tea. That's it. I'd be perfectly happy with just those two things. I said that in walking through the store one day, and it actually made the gal who was putting tortillas on a shelf. She was one of the employees. She just busted out laughing. She heard me say that.
Why, this girl gets it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. She understands. We're the same person, you and I. Blueberry muffins and sweet tea. Hell yeah.
Over here in the Midlands, you go much further north than where I'm at, and you start getting people who expect you to put sugar in your tea after it has been iced and put in front of you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you gotta sweeten it up a bit, yeah?
You can't sweeten it up when it's hot, though.
No. That would be crazy. Yeah, it'd be absolute lunacy. What are you doing?
The sugar doesn't melt. The sugar doesn't melt well when it's cold.
And?
Hello, I thought you said this guy was good.
Wait,
I
what?
use good as a very loose term.
What are you on about?
I thought when you said loose, I thought you meant morally.
Who are we talking about?
If we're talking about morals, let's talk about that Kitkat.
Hey, that Kitkat was amazing, thank you.
Morals? What are those?
Those things you and your tea habits clearly don't have.
See,
No, of course you couldn't.
You know it's bad when I'm your Jiminy Cricket.
I don't know. I just kind of do things. I live my life the way I want to live it. Everybody else be damned. That's just the way it works.
I think so far we have decided that Starbucks is fast food.
Yes.
Hot dog is indeed a sandwich.
But barely. Technically, it's a half sandwich.
Wasn't there something about soup?
I don't know. Patrick keeps asking if cereal is a soup.
Oh, that's what it was.
And I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, it's not scarce.
Don't you have to cook all soups? Like, aren't all soups you have to cook?
It is cooked.
Technically, yes, it is cooked.
So,
Because the cereal was cooked.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I mean, you put a pot and contents of the soup on a stove and cook it.
I mean, so this is simply just another one where it depends on what you personally define as a thing. So like, is it like, for example, the hot dog being a sandwich? Because we're defining a sandwich as anything that includes bread, basically. is technically a sandwich, which technically in that case, a salad with croutons in it is also a sandwich. So
corn dogs are a sandwich.
Corn dogs and pizza and all of the other pizza-related things like Hot Pockets, which are also technically a burrito, actually.
Technically, calzones, Hot Pockets are mini calzones.
Yes, and a calzone is a pizza sandwich.
No, calzones are a pizza burrito.
That one.
I mean, are we differentiating between a burrito and a sandwich, though? Because isn't a burrito just a thin layer of bread on a sandwich?
Burrito is something closed or like wrapped up, whereas a sandwich has openings. More than one opening, technically. It's open all the way around, or at least
yes, a
through halfway.
A burrito is something that is fully wrapped.
Yeah. That may have a singular opening on one end.
Once you start eating.
Yeah, well, I don't always close both ends of the burrito. In fact, I normally don't. I only normally close one end of the burrito. And then I start eating from the open side.
I can put us back on the same page. I've seen someone eat a burrito with a fork and knife. Didn't even try to bite it. Just go into
Oh my god, what the fuck? That's sacrilege. What the fuck is wrong with that person? Name them and shame them!
For shame!
For shame! God, I hope my family's not trying to sleep. I would have just woke them all up. Be knocking on the office door. Shut the fuck up in there!
It's only like, what? No, let's see, 11, 10. It's like
Oh,
almost 10
it's
o'clock.
not even 9 o'clock. Like, the only person that would be sleeping is Dalton because he has school tomorrow. Yeah, he's got to go to school. He's a freshman in high school this year. He's going to go to school tomorrow.
I mean, I'm the one it's midnight where I'm at.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's only 9 p.m. out here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my night after this podcast is over. Huh?
Go back into purgatory chat or underworld chat and talk about food.
Oh, food. I was trying to think of other... Now Butch has got me wanting to cook more shit. Like, outside of the realm of things that I normally cook.
Put some cinnamon sugar on the first round of flatbread.
See, I'm a little lazy to make flatbread most days. So, one of the things that I really like to do, and my sisters fucking love this too. I got them into eating it. I'll take a tortilla. I will just a flour tortilla. I'll lightly butter it, and then I'll pour sugar and cinnamon on the buttered side and roll it up.
Oh no, man! Slightly fry it, just slightly so it puffs up, and dip it in honey. You got sopapilla.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, okay. More food.
I told you, I can cook everything from redneck all the way down to fine dining.
I have a harder time with the redneck just because, you know, I was taught how to cook in a restaurant at a resort, so in Minnesota. So not so much talented with the... I can't figure out how to put this in a sentence. The way I started the sentence was all wrong. Let me restart this sentence.
You don't know how to redneck.
Yeah, that. Short, sweet, to the point, and accurate. I don't really know how to redneck.
It's fine. I'll teach you about charge.
What do you thicken your gumbo with?
What do I thicken my gumbo with? What?
What do you thicken your gumbo with?
Flour.
That's all.
He's asking you how do you season your gumbo.
How do I season my...
No, I'm asking what he thickens.
It's not my season. How do I thicken my gumbo?
Is the roux the only thickening agent you're adding in?
Yeah.
What about your okra? Your sapphire?
I think that's the one thing. Some things I leave out because my family doesn't like some things. So I leave them out. So I've forgotten what the original recipe for my gumbo even was. This is the wrong list. Okay. Let me find... Because I actually have the recipe written down. I have a hard time just thinking of it offhand.
See, now I know you're right. You don't know how to redneck. You got your recipes written down.
Yeah, I do. I have it written down. Because I have a really bad short-term memory. So I have to write things down, otherwise I'm going to forget.
Oh, so do I. That's why I don't cook in the resort. This batch of fry bread I'm pulling out right now, I could never in a million years make it exactly the same. I have no idea how much sugar and cinnamon I added.
Yeah, most of the time when I cook, that's what I do, is I just cook. Because it's more fun that way, in my opinion. But if you have something you know is good that people like, I like to make sure that I can recreate it, at least closely.
Well, it's like my wife chili. My wife chili is not written down, but I know it by heart. I make it the same way every time.
Now, one thing I do write down is my mead.
So, the whole list of ingredients is fresh shrimp, some chicken broth, my kielbasa sausage, obviously, because it's a shrimp kielbasa fucking gumbo, flour, onion, green bell pepper, celery ribs, garlic cloves, bay leaves, Creole seasoning, thyme, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, which I don't normally use because my family, well, I say my family, my brother, doesn't like spicy foods, so I leave the hot sauce out. I just add it into my own portion. And green onions.
See, and here's where the fancy dancy cooking comes in. The reason I use other thickenings, such as the safflower and the okra, is because I like to go ahead and cook it down to a 3-beer roux. Get a nice dark roux. It doesn't add a whole lot of thickening power, but it adds that beautiful nutty flavor coming through.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I've had a rough time a few times with my roux. Most of it has been me not paying attention while I was cooking because I get distracted real easy. You know, ADHD, whatever. So I get distracted. And then there was the time that I accidentally melted my whisk in the roux. Because for whatever reason, I grabbed a fucking plastic whisk, which was dumb.
See, now, with the exception of melting the whisk, what you're talking about there is what me and my family call a 6-beer roux. Because you had too much fun drinking the first 3, burned that shit, and had to start over again.
Oh. And yeah, I get distracted really easily, and when I don't, I have a really hard time organizing my time. So I also tend to not do all the prep work ahead of time. So I'm doing the prep work as I'm cooking, which is a problem. Because, you know, you should really do all the prepping before you actually start cooking so that you can cook without having to also prep at the same time and get distracted and fuck things up. But I'm really bad with time management. So.
Yep. He sure is.
Where's your mise en place?
My what?
Mise en place.
I don't know what you're saying.
French words means get your shit in order first time.
Oh yeah, I'm bad at everything I do pretty much. Actually, now that I
So that time you thought it was Thursday when it was Wednesday.
Oh my god, and the day that I thought it was Thursday but it was Saturday, and the day that I thought it was Thursday but it was Monday. Yeah, I think it's Thursday a lot. I don't know why that happens. Thursday is my favorite day, okay? I got it. It's not. I don't have a favorite day of the week.
Should.
Who has a favorite day of the week? I mean, unless there's a thing that happens on a day of the week every week, then it would make sense. But my life is filled with nothing. So...
I actually have 2 favorite days of the week, thank you very much.
Like, the only things that I do every week on any given day is the days that I stream. And even sometimes then, I don't stream when I'm supposed to.
So about every other Tuesday, me and Bibbs will do a coffee stream on TikTok. And every other Wednesday, I do LARP.
That I did know. That much I knew. And I keep that in my head. But at the same time, I have a really hard time. My brain, okay. I have a hard time remembering the days of the week as they're happening. So instead of remembering the days of the week, I remember a day, like, by an event that happened that day, instead of by the day of the week. I remember it by what happened that day. So when somebody says on Tuesday, then I have to be like, is that the day that this thing happened? So that I can figure out how to line it up. Because I just don't remember days of the week. I don't know. I remember by event. I also can't remember directions by street names. I have to go by landmarks. I can't do street names. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's a southern thing.
What, going by landmarks?
Yep.
Yeah. I can't do road names.
Go 3 churches down, swing a left at the 5th bar, and then go 2 churches and 2 bars after those 2 churches, and you'll be there.
See, those directions would work for me.
If you pass the Dollar General, you've gone too far.
Oh, didn't you know they built a new Dollar General?
Yeah, about halfway through. Yeah, so that's how I have a really hard time with directions because of that. Because people up here, they go by street names, and it bothers the hell out of me. I have to legitimately tell them, no, I'm an idiot. Tell me by landmarks. I can't read. I can read, obviously, but I'm severely dyslexic, and if I'm driving, I don't have that moment to stop and reread the thing to make sure I'm reading it properly. I need landmarks.
I will throw myself into the bad memory club by saying, hello, did we do coffee this morning, or was it last week?
Yeah. Well, so technically it was yesterday, because right now it's 12:05.
It's 11:05 for me.
Ha ha ha!
So yeah, for you, yes, it was this morning.
Okay.
So we're all in different time zones. Oh, excuse me. Man, firing on all cylinders over here.
No excuses.
My acid reflux has been kicking my ass for the last couple days.
There's no excuse for you.
We had... What the fuck did we have? Well, we had like 3 Italian days in a row for dinner. We had like spaghetti one night, pizza another night, and whatever the other thing was that we had the night in between. I don't fucking remember.
Maybe you should throw in some Alfredo.
Lots of red sauce. Ooh, Alfredo sounds really fucking good, actually.
You can do Italian without doing high acid.
That's true, but I wasn't the one cooking dinner. So, red sauce was used.
I made homemade pizza tonight.
It's been a while since I made homemade pizza. Like a long while.
I saw it, and it looked amazing.
Wait, what?
He did. I saw it, and it looks amazing.
I was posting regular pictures and food porn on the Discord server.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Food porn is best porn. Just throwing that out there.
It's the only porn that ever exists.
Okay.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
No, keep it PG, quote unquote.
Oh, fuck that. We don't need a PG. Whoever said we needed a PG? More like borderline of PG-13, but just PG-13.
I mean, it sounds like it's just keep it on this side of NC-17.
Basically, yeah. Just keep it this side of rated R, essentially. We don't have any gore here. Don't mind us.
Yeah, but we've had a couple of fuck bombs, so...
Gore-free podcast. You know, like every podcast. Well, maybe not every. I'm sure there are some that are gory. I mean, I could get a paper cut. That's the thing that could happen. I could get a paper cut. Bibbs could burn himself.
Jellybean's mad at me because I took something away from her.
I actually miraculously finished frying everything without a single burn during the process. I specify this so I cannot jinx myself.
Oh, that was another thing that happened one time while I was making the roux for my gumbo. Was it like hit up against the side of the pan and splashed up onto my hand. Just a big splash too. So, like, my whole thumb was covered in roux. It was so bad.
So, I have a similar occasion, just not my hand.
Oh boy.
About a third of my stomach
got
coated.
Oh.
Solid second-degree burn.
Oh.
I was actually on the phone. I was on a Discord call with Juicy one time, and my mom was in the other room, and I was cooking. I think I was cooking bacon. Oh no, I think I was cooking myself. I was cooking something that had. It was either bacon or steak or something. I think it might have been steak.
I think it might have been. For some reason, I was thinking it was like one of your grilled cheese.
No, because
with like the ham and stuff.
It was something that had like a lot of juices from said food item. I'm pretty sure it was steak.
Probably. You're probably correct. Your memory's better than mine.
So anyway, I flipped. I distinctly remember flipping it over, and I was not wearing a shirt when I was cooking. I had all of it all over my stomach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oof. There was one time when I was working at the resort that I went to go grab a pan from on top of the ovens. I didn't notice that the oven door was open, and somebody bumped the oven door and pressed the oven door against my elbow. The inside of the oven door against my elbow. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. We kept those ovens at 425 degrees at all times. So this big, like 500 degree steel plate pressed up against the my elbow. Yeah, it was really bad. It's a bad situation.
Back when I worked at that mom and pop pizza shop, we worked with the pizza oven that stayed at a constant 475 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And that job was lovely because I always came home with cooked bread on my arm. Because what would end up happening is I would end up getting dough, like whenever I would make the pizza dough, it would get bits of it would get stuck on my arm hairs, and just from constantly opening the ovens and everything, the bread that was on my arm hair, the dough that was on my arm hair would cook.
Yeah.
At that point, at that point, I just started shaving my arms.
Oh, man. Yeah, I hurt myself in the kitchen a lot. I cut my fingers quite often. I actually have a chunk of my pinky that I actually had to reattach. Because I was using a slicer, and, you know, clean cut right through my finger. That was actually here at home. That wasn't even at, like, a job or something. It was literally here at home. I was using our slicer. Sliced a chunk of my pinky off.
Because no one ever uses the handguard on the mandolin.
Listen, okay. I was in a hurry, and I was hungry and excited for dinner. So I was just doing it. And then I cut my finger, and then Sean made fun of me for cutting my finger, so he comes to finish my job, and then he cuts his fucking finger. So then I gave him shit. It was a good time. It's like, ha, fucking karma, bitch.
No judgment for not using the handguard. Unless the lady's there to watch me, I don't use the fucking handguard.
Yeah, so now I just have this big, like, scar on my pinky. It's just that spot that I reattached to my finger. So that's fun. It's a good time.
I bet prospective partners love the war wounds.
My body is covered in scars. That's not even a joke.
See, you're making me feel bad because at this point I feel like the best story I have is that one time at band camp when I didn't go to band camp.
Oh, man. Band camp. Good times, man. Yeah, no, I have a lot of scars. My, one thing I'm not against divulging, is that I had a rough time growing up. It was not, all things were not bueno. That's for damn sure. And so, yeah, I got a lot from that. And then also, on top of that, I'm a fucking klutz. And I also ended up, for a little while, in a life that was not so good for me, because, you know, out of necessity. And I pissed off a lot of people, and ended up in a lot of fights, and got more scars. So I have a lot, but a very significant number of them that can be seen by the general public, I accidentally inflicted upon myself. Normally while cooking. So, I've also got a scar on one of my fingers, where my brother Jamie and I, for some dumb reason, while we were cooking, decided to have a literal, like, sword fight with the kitchen knives. And he, like, cleaved me with a bread knife. And I got a scar on one of my fingers from that. I don't remember which one now.
I mean, you stabbed him with a fork.
I did. And a knife. He tried to take my steak from my plate while we were at the table. What did he expect me to do? You don't steal a fat man's steak. That's rule number 1 in life. Is don't steal a fat man's steak. Yeah, that's right. I moved it all the way up to rule number 1. That's how important it is to me.
If you were stealing your steak, I don't think you were following Fat Man rules.
Exactly.
Fat Man rules, you eat that shit like you're in prison.
Exactly. So Jamie wolfed his down faster than anyone I've ever seen, and he reached over to try to grab my plate, or my steak, so I just grabbed a utensil and literally stabbed his hand to the table. So, like, hell nah, bro. This is my steak. Fuck off.
You know you had to get him. You know you had to get him clean through all the muscles.
Oh yeah. No, nothing got damaged in his hand, thankfully. Everything is good. But I didn't give a shit at the moment. I was like, nah, dude, this is my steak. You want another one? Go cook one. Oh wait, that's right. You have a knife in your hand. You can't. That's because I'm also a vindictive prick. So you got that going for me.
I see that injury doesn't hurt anywhere near as bad as I thought it would. Through and through on the hand. Does not hurt anyone near as bad as that.
No, it's not. Honestly, being stabbed in general doesn't really hurt as bad as one would initially think.
I learned that the time that I also happened to learn, do not try to catch a people opener when you drop it.
Oh, I used to catch knives all the time at the resort. It was a good time. We didn't exactly follow safety precautions at all times, so...
Sounds like a kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not following safety precautions either. I'm currently eating out of a bag, so...
Wait, you're eating what from a bag?
I hadn't had a chance to tell you about that, did I?
I didn't even hear what you said. What are you eating from a bag?
Freeze, the candy.
Excuse me.
Not the drug candy.
Wait, what are you eating?
So, completely calling out Amazon on this. Don't order candy off of Amazon.
Done.
Because they don't send you candy in the actual bag that it comes in. What they do is they open said bags and they just dump the candy in a unsanitary Amazon packaging bag.
Ugh.
So it's nothing but just loose candy.
Wow, okay. That's disgusting.
I mean, it still tastes good, but you know.
Oh, I'm sure, but it's not sanitary at all, and no, that's not exactly a great business model, if I'm being real. Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense. Just leave it in its original packaging. Why remove it in the first place?
I don't know. I had COVID. It's if I had COVID, I could survive. I could live through anything. It's okay.
I mean, you also had swine flu, didn't you?
Yeah, I also had swine flu. I had swine flu in 2009, and then I had COVID January.
Yeah, you've had pretty much every one of these viruses except Ebola that everybody keeps getting worried about, and you've survived through all of them. Man, it's insanity.
I don't usually get sick, but I got the COVID, I think twice, and I got the swine flu.
Oh, I have another swine flu survivor in here.
I had food poisoning once.
Oh, goodness.
That shit sucks.
Were you unable to speak as well when you had swine flu?
I don't really know. I mostly just shivered incoherently underneath a lot of blankets.
See, swine flu took my voice away. Like, I couldn't even, speak. It just hurt.
I wasn't sure if it was the swine flu or the fact that I, was also quitting smoking at the time, so bronchioles can open up.
I've quit smoking a few times. I finally kicked it for good a few years ago.
I stopped tobacco. I now have vape. So.
Yeah, I actually, I conditioned myself to gag every time I smell a cigarette. So now I legitimately gag every time I smell a cigarette. Stops me from smoking. It's worked so far.
I self-medicate ADHD with nicotine and caffeine, so...
Yeah, that's what I was doing, but it led to 2 strokes and 2 heart attacks at the age of 21. So I decided that was no longer a viable option. And so I stopped.
Well, that and all the freaking schooling you were doing.
Yes, I was working from 5:30 in the morning to 2:30 the next morning, 6 days a week. I also was going to school full-time in that time, while only actually attending school 1 day a week. And by the way, in 1 day a week, in 6 months, I finished 5 degrees and almost finished 2 master's degrees as well. So... I did a lot of schoolwork during my breaks at work. A lot.
Does caffeine do anything for you anymore?
No. Nothing. It does nothing to me. I am impervious to caffeine. I also have pretty severe insomnia, so I wasn't sleeping anyway. So I needed something to do with my time, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just work and do schoolwork, and that's how I'm going to occupy my time.
I make a pretty beastly mocha pot that might do something for you.
Ooh, maybe. It might also give me a heart attack. I've pretty much cut caffeine, for the most part, almost completely out. I mean, sure, I still have some every once in a while. Like, I'll have a soda every once in a while. Sweet, or tea technically has caffeine in it, but whatever. That's not nearly as much as the Monster Energy drinks I was inhaling. So, I literally went through like 25 Monster Energy drinks a day during that time period.
You're a stronger man than I.
So it's about 25 Monster Energy drinks and 2.5 packs of cigarettes every day for a couple of years.
I didn't usually go over a pack a day.
Yeah, but then I had 2 heart attacks and 2 strokes, and I was like, okay, time to make sure this doesn't happen again. So I cut that stuff out. And now I've even almost completely... The only reason that I even have any liquor at this point, ever, is because my blood is thicker than it's supposed to be, but I have adverse reactions to blood thinners. So I just drink a little bit of alcohol and it thins my blood back down so that I am good again for a little while.
I got some mead for you.
Yeah, I don't drink much. I like to... Does it actually taste good?
Yeah,
okay.
I make it myself.
Okay. I mean, I like it. I'd be down to try some. That's for damn sure.
I got a nice pomegranate blueberry.
Because a very significant number of people who make homemade alcohol, it just tastes garbage. I had a buddy who was like making hard liquor, like really hard liquor. It literally smelled and tasted like gasoline. It was terrible.
My stuff's mostly 16%.
Oh, okay. So it's not super strong stuff then. It's just,
no, yeah. I mean it's in the wine category.
Yeah. Okay. So it's something you could sip on then.
I like something that tastes good. I don't drink to get hammered. I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't like to be hammered either. If I am going to like get drunk, I just prefer like getting to the stage where I'm buzzed and then just maintaining the buzz for as long as I can. I don't want to go beyond the buzz point. Ever. I don't like beyond that point.
So, final question of the night, because we need to wrap this up. What is your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Johnny Walker Black Label.
Depends on my mood. I will say either Tizer or Bärenjäger.
See, mine is it's a beer it's made by D9 Brewing Company. It's called Whiskers on Kittens. It's a sour beer, and it's absolutely amazing.
Interesting. I normally don't like sour beers, but
neither do I. But it's
really?
Beer.
You don't normally like sour beers, but that one's your favorite?
I usually don't drink beer, period.
That's true. Huh. Then it must be pretty good.
I'll drink sour beers, though.
Okay. Huh. Probably pretty good then. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, I guess, of Juicy Bullet Cast. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Bibbs, for hanging out with us, having some conversations. Tell the ladies and gentlefolk where they can find you again.
You can find me on TikTok. My name is thatguybibbs.
There you go. Give that man a follow.
And of course, I am Hollow Lance, aka Bullet, aka DV, aka many things, many names.
Yeah, he's a man of many, the man with many titles. And you can obviously find me here on the YouTube channel that you're listening/watching this on, and over at twitch.tv/JuicyJConfirmed. Follow me on Twitter, because why not? I post some random bullshit over there sometimes.
If you guys follow him on Twitter, you might give him incentive to actually post more.
I post occasionally. I've been posting more frequently than I was the previous 4 years. So, granted, it's a lot of random nonsense, but it's also some stuff that, just thoughts that pop into my head, essentially. So, anyway, we will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Thank you for stopping in, and I keep trying to look into my camera. This isn't a visual show. Jesus Christ. Goodbye, everybody.